At a Senate Armed Services Committee confirmation hearing on November 4th, Austin Dahmer, nominee for Assistant Secretary of Defense, faced questions from Senator Reid about U.S. force reductions in Europe. Dahmer said increased burden sharing by allies has made the drawdown possible. Watch their exchange right here.
Would you also agree that it's harmful to our national security interests to reduce U.S. forces in Europe?
Mr. Ranking Member, again, the President's historic success at the Hague Summit in getting our NATO allies and partners to increase their defense spending and to field combat credible military forces. This is actually an example of the President and the administration's success at burden sharing, including with NATO. We were able to conclude this temporary rotational deployment of this additional brigade combat team, which began in February 2022. I would note in the department's statement at that time that this was always intended to be a temporary deployment to deter Russian aggression against NATO and to reassure our NATO allies. And this is a success story. We're able to conclude this rotational deployment, restore readiness to the Army and to its brigade combat team forces in this case, and strengthen burden sharing with allies and partners precisely to be able to deter the threat of Russian aggression against NATO.
So you perceive that Russia has ceased its aggression against NATO and Ukraine, even though there's evidence of increased activity by the Russians in Europe, drone attacks, drone incursions. In fact, such an incursion happened in Romania. So we succeeded in our mission against the Russians?
Mr. Ranking Member, Russia has not attacked NATO. I think objectively our deterrence posture vis-a-vis Russia has been successful. Ukraine is obviously not a part of NATO, so the ongoing war, which the President is focused on peace and bringing a conclusion to that war, continues to stand. I would note that there was a high degree of alignment between both civilian and military leaders on the assessment and on further decision for this conclusion of this rotational deployment.
For congressional news, stay tuned to Congress Clips, and thanks for watching.